single word quickly gets a response from any resident of the Sooner State. A battle as prickly as they come, and a rivalry where domination has carried the day. But don't tell that to the folks from Stillwater who love to cause a little bedlam in this one. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. At a high level, they have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Oklahoma State got a rare but most satisfying close victory the last time they saw the Sooners.
And it was such a big game for the Pokes, and you got to feel great if you're their coaching staff watching how their team responded late in the game when it was on the line. They were able to make those plays. David, they know they're expecting another dogfight today.
Yeah, it's big for their confidence. When you get a win, listen, Oklahoma has dominated this series, but when you get a win, you've got that confidence. You can show the team, we can do this. So they're looking to build on one and get two in a row.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air, it's McNabb. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will keep it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The run inside. It's Sellers. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the ground with the counter. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it. David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Finds his target. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick give. It's Jimenez. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, what a move. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Oklahoma has dominated this rivalry, guys, so much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt, Oklahoma, they have owned this series against their in-state rival. But, David, you know, in rivalry games, you got to throw the records out the window because of the emotion that's played on game day.
So much emotion, so much hatred. You throw it out because, listen, you got nothing to lose. Everybody expects Oklahoma to win this game every year. So if I'm the Cowboys, I can take chances, try to make plays, try to make something good happen early.
The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Straight ahead, it's Jimenez. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Back to throw, it's McNabb. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it in his belly. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run the counter. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to barge their way in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red. For the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did tack on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State sent out the offense to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Still looking to his right. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Out wide right, it's Jimenez. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. Unloads it left. Finds a man in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Catch in the middle, it's Wyatt. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, that was an easy one. Officials, you can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right at the line. And he's in. Touchdown! Oh! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This rivalry dates back to 1904, and the story goes, guys, that the ball got loose once, rolled down a hill, went into a creek, and both teams went in there and fought for it.
And isn't that just what rivalry should be about? We'll fight you. We'll meet you anywhere, in a creek, wherever. We know, Jesse, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, they don't like each other.
Put your face in the fan, put your face in the creek and get that football. I love that. And this really is a storied tradition between these two schools. You don't necessarily have to be from the state of Oklahoma to appreciate that when Oklahoma State plays Oklahoma, man, that is must-watch TV.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to take off. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up.
And, man, this defense, they looked a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Here comes the heat. He's got him wide open. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They'll run it on 4th down. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snapped on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Sooners sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly makes the grab and room to run. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Right side, it's Powell. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And they head to the locker room for 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Virginia Cavaliers.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Second and long here. From the gun, it's Jimenez. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's got it, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Out wide left, it's Jimenez. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
That one's not even close. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Ready, go. Ready, go.
On play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The Sooner Schooner is rolling in high gear. Has built a big lead.
And man, what a great job by this offense later in this ball game as we get in the second half, Jesse. Now they're putting the pressure back on the Cowboys on the other side.
And it just feels like Oklahoma is the team that's been able to handle the emotion the best. They were able to get themselves settled, I think, earlier in this game, playing within themselves. And here they are now in the second half, and the Sooners are pulling away.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Left side is Slater. Got enough space. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Slams ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it back to him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Wyatt. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. To the air. It's McNabb. Hauls it in. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Now Another connection takes it to the 11. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Cowboys sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking long. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The toss sweep to the right. All over him immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On third down, he drops to throw. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got it. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Takes the handoff. It's Jimenez. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Third and long coming up. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Sellers.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field. Life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Intercepted to stop the threat. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they turn it into a defensive score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, the kicker's on the run. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick him out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Might have a chance. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rush right in his face. And he gets it away.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Sets his feet. It's McNabb. They'll run the screen. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Out wide right, it's Powell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Pulled to the ground. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Lets it fly on the move. A full dive to haul that one in.
And how about that? They definitely fooled the defense late in this football game. The clock is their friend. They can just run the football. They go with a little play action, catch him off guard, and Palmer, I think that should do it.
Yeah, it's tough for a defense in that situation, too, because you need to get the ball back, so you have to sell out. And as soon as they saw a run, you saw everybody fly downfield, and there was just no way they were going to be able to defend that pass. Tough situation. It's a great job by the offense executing at a critical moment, and they get the win.
So once again, Oklahoma adds another one to the win column as they come out